Roti is a flaky, tender flatbread that is made with minimal ingredients. So today I'm going to be showing you a very detailed step-by-step recipe. To my bowl, I have 250 grams of all-purpose flour. So next I'm going to add in 7 grams of salt and 5 grams of sugar. Mix everything to combine using a fork, wooden spoon or hands. Add in 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and rub the cooking oil into the all-purpose flour with your fingertips until it resembles little crumbs of flour. Make a well at the center of the bowl and crack in an egg. Add in 2/3 cup of water, then mix until the flour is combined with the wet ingredients. Make circular movements so that all the all-purpose flour in the bottom of the bowl can be combined and a dough is formed. You can also work with your hands. I chose to use a fork because the dough is not a lot. Now, using your hands, knead until the dough is smooth and elastic. That will take around 8 minutes. If you notice the dough is sticky, you can sprinkle in some all-purpose flour as you need. Just make sure not to add in too much flour because the dough will turn out dense. This is how my dough is looking. And as you can see, it's very soft and elastic. After around 10 minutes, I'm going to be resting my dough for around 20 minutes. So I'm going to transfer to my bowl. After 20 minutes, my dough is well rested. So I'm going to flour my countertop a little bit. And then I'm going to form a rod. Divide the dough in 6 pieces, then pick each piece and tuck the dough in the middle to form a nice and smooth round ball. Set aside and make the rest. Add some oil to a cup and brush the top of each dough to avoid the dough from drying out. If you don't have a kitchen brush, simply use your fingertips. Transfer the dough to a bowl or plate and rest the dough for around 3 hours or at least 1 hour. So I'm going to cover with a kitchen towel, a clean kitchen towel, and let my dough rest. Also, you can cover with a cling film and you'll be good to go. After 3 hours, my dough now is ready for the next step. So if you have refrigerated the dough for 24 hours, let's remove the dough from the fridge and let the dough come to room temperature before doing this next step. After 3 hours, you're going to sprinkle in some all-purpose flour on your countertop. Place your dough and press the dough with your hand. Then roll out the dough using a rolling pin, making vertical and horizontal movements until you form a round, thin circle. It's not a must for the dough to be a perfect round shape. This is only the first step. Once ready, using your brush or fingertips, spread vegetable oil on the roti. This step is important because it's the first step to make some layers on your roti. Sprinkle in some more all-purpose flour, just like I'm doing, and you can see how thin the dough is. So next, you're going to fold and place the dough on top of the other big piece. Repeat until the dough is all folded. It's like back in art and craft class where you made paper fans. Yes, this is the same process. When done, you're going to roll the dough in a cone-like shape and tack the rest of the dough on the bottom part. Repeat until you finish with the rest of the dough. Spreading oil makes the roti very soft later on when you place the dough on the pan. Let the dough rest for around 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you're going to sprinkle some all-purpose flour on your countertop and place your dough. Flatten using your fingertips and carefully roll out the dough using a rolling pin. You don't want to spoil all the layers on your roti, so go easy on your dough. Place a non-stick pan over medium heat and transfer your dough to your pan. Lightly brush the top side with oil. Cook for about 1 minute and flip the roti. Brush the other side and cook for another minute. Once the roti has some nice and golden brown spots, transfer to a kitchen towel and separate the layers by squashing the roti. Cover with a kitchen towel and place aside. Just look at the air pockets on my roti. The roti will turn out so soft and flaky. Using your spatula, make circular movements so that the roti can cook evenly. Transfer to a kitchen towel and repeat until you're done. This flatbread is very delicious and flaky, and I love that you can actually taste some sweetness in the roti once you take your first bite.